My boyfriend invited me to go on a small plane ride with him, saying he had something amazing to show me. I was excited and had no idea that the trip would be filled with adventure and romance. As we took off, I couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. We flew through the clouds, and I wondered what surprise he had in store for me. Little did I know, this flight would be one of the most memorable and eventful experiences of my life.
You're going to love this, sweetheart. I'm going to fly you over some of the most beautiful jungle, and we may fly low enough so you can see some lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. You're going to love this. You ready?
We had been traveling in the plane for over 6 hours, and finally, we saw the city lights below, signaling our imminent arrival. Suddenly, the weather shifted, and the plane began to shake and shudder, indicating that we were in for a bumpy ride. The engine sputtered and died, adding to the sense of anxiety in the cabin. We both clutched at each other tightly, bracing for impact as the plane prepared to make a less than pleasant landing. I woke up groggily after the crash, dazed and dizzy from the impact. When I regained my bearings, the first thing I noticed was that my boyfriend was nowhere to be found. I tried to calm myself down, listening to the sounds of the jungle around me. Anxiety stirred within me, but I fought to suppress it. After an hour of waiting, I decided to go search for him, my mind a whirlwind of worry and uncertainty. After walking for what felt like forever, I finally came across a shoe, one of my boyfriend's. It was a relief to know that I was headed in the right direction. It was getting dark, and I quickened my pace. Soon I came across a group of huts guarded by a frightening entourage. I saw my boyfriend tied up inside one of the huts and knew I had to be stealthy. I carefully made my way towards his imprisonment while trying to remain unnoticed.
As Kiki untied me, I quickly and quietly told her what happened. After the crash, I checked to make sure she was okay, and then I slipped out to see if I could find help. Unfortunately, I ran into two gun runners or drug smugglers, whatever they were. They took me and dragged me to their hut and locked me up for later interrogation, I suppose.
We quietly retreated through the jungle and avoided being seen by the guards. Our hearts were pounding in our ears as we made our way back to our plane. After working on the engine for approximately 2 hours, my boyfriend finally managed to get it started, and we took off into the sky, leaving the jungle far behind us. When we finally made it back to the airport in one piece, my boyfriend scrambled out of the plane before rushing over and enveloping me in a huge hug. Feeling the relief and joy of being safe, he then kissed me passionately, but I had one small request to make. In light of the harrowing plane experience, I asked him to consider taking the train for our future adventures. I looked at him in the eyes and said, "I love you so much." And then I pulled him close to me and planted a kiss on his lips.
I love you too, Kiki, so much.